Check, 1, 2. So the 2016 election with Donald Trump created a real awareness of fake news. And the media created a real fear of advertising on fake news. In fact, I can recall the newsroom I worked in during the 2016 election. Covering fake news stories was one of the most resourced beats, or beat as a fancy word for department within a newsroom. In fact, I recall a specific story where we chased down some poor bloke through his Google AdSense account who had been publishing fake news stories, relatively benign ones like Ariana Grande came to Flint, Michigan to talk about. And since the fallout of the 2016 election in fake news, it's continued to ride a relatively, high wave of public conversation about what to do about the fake news problem. Kind of fake news versus mainstream news. And as much as mainstream news may be biased, the cultural messaging, at least in the United States, is that fake news is a problem and is running rampant on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube. But in terms of advertisers, here's where I get into NewsGuard. That's right, bringing it all the way back to NewsGuard Part 3. In terms of advertisers, who controls the pipeline? If you're Infinity Cars or, Kraft Mac and Cheese, and you want to advertise your new product, where do you spend that money to get it in front of eyeballs? Well, Facebook and Google really control the two biggest pipelines for advertising in the modern world. Companies spend most of their money on Facebook or Google YouTube, to get their new product or their new advertisement in front of people. And that's why Google and Facebook have all these back-end tools to define, who do you want to see your content, not only in terms of gender and sex and age and geography, but interests. You want video gamers or beauty people that are into makeup. But one tool that it has a hard time doing is a tool that says, I don't want my ads placed on fake news. NewsGuard, its founders recognized a market for their product to exist in, and that is offering themselves to be a middleman between advertisers that want to advertise, benign Kraft Mac and Cheese to Infinity Cars, to the internet, but don't want their advertisements on top of fake news. And the reason why advertisers don't want their ads on top of fake news is because the media has kind of created that demand to not have their ads in front of fake news, because anytime an advertiser gets called out for, running their ad accidentally in front of some jihadist video apparently on YouTube or on Alex Jones or something, Media Matters or Sleepy Giants goes after them. And so a lot of companies are scared of running their ads accidentally on fake news. So by creating this demand, they can now offer the supply. And they offer the supply by creating NewsGuard, which is we will go around and label all the news media sites, and then you, advertiser, can license that technology from us and choose to run your ads only on the companies that we've deemed trustworthy, right? Because you wouldn't want your ad showing up on a fake news website. And if you dig into NewsGuard's mission statement, shall we say, that's really what they talk about quite a bit. They talk about if you choose to license our software as an advertiser, you choose to only run your ads and programmatic ads, I should add, you choose to only run your programmatic ads on those that have been verified and deemed trustworthy by NewsGuard. And I think that's really the business model of NewsGuard, is to kind of label the internet, trustworthy, untrustworthy, and they can go hey, Infinity, Kraft Mac and Cheese, I gotta come up with more examples, Goldman Sachs, Penguin Books, Pepsi, Coca-Cola, you don't want your ad showing up in front of fake news, right? Otherwise we're gonna blast you on Twitter. So you should license our NewsGuard software and choose to only run ads that we verified through our programmatic advertising exchange, where big companies spend their advertising dollars going through NewsGuard, because NewsGuard controls the keys to the kingdom of what is factual and what is fake news. So there you go. There's my assessment of really what NewsGuard is gunning for. Money. And that's how they're going to get it. Anyway, if you want to click around for another video, you know the drill. Like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. As always, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.